An outbreak of the coronavirus has infected more than 130 people aboard the Diamond Princess cruise ship in Japan. More than 2,000 passengers are now not allowed to get off of that ship. One of those passengers is from right here on the Central Coast. KSBY's Melissa Newman FaceTimed with the Paso Robles woman as she remains quarantined, and she joins us now live in the newsroom. Melissa, does the woman actually have the virus?
Richard, she doesn't, but she's not allowed to leave her room aside from going out on her deck. Now, health officials tell me tonight that this is essentially a best case scenario, keeping those who are infected or could possibly have coronavirus on that ship lessens the chance of them infecting others in communities across the world, including right here on the Central Coast.
This is the gorgeous view with the bridge with Mount Fuji over there.
For Paso Robles woman Sarah Arana, this trip aboard the Diamond Princess was her first time on a cruise.
This cruise was a Lunar New Year cruise, and so I was excited to come to experience the Lunar New Year.
But once the trip was coming to an end, she says her vacation turned into something out of a science fiction movie.
So essentially, we finished the cruise, and then it wasn't identified until we got back to Okinawa, which was the next to the last stop, that there had been a confirmed case of coronavirus on the ship.
Arana says she has now been in quarantine for 7 days, finding out an additional 66 people tested positive for coronavirus on Monday through the media.
We were the last to know. So I've been vocal about that. That part is frustrating. When I have friends here on the ship, I have people whose kids are in California, and they're hearing it on the news before we know.
Arana says each time crew members bring her food, she has to put on her mask before even opening her door. While she has a deck where she can get fresh air, Arana says those down in the cabin are only allowed to leave their rooms for fresh air and sunshine a few minutes a day. As Arana looks forward to her return home, health officials in San Luis Obispo County say the chances of her giving the virus to someone on the Central Coast is extremely unlikely.
So as long as the quarantine is in place for that 2-week period from the last possible exposure, then the presumption is they did not become infected and therefore cannot pass it on to others.
Sierra Vista Regional Medical Center in San Luis Obispo says they have 2 rooms in their ER where they could quarantine someone with coronavirus.
So China's working on something right now, the FDA is working on something right now, but we don't yet have a medication to treat this. So the treatment for it is purely supportive. Again, it comes down to pulmonary support, cardiovascular support, giving the patient fluids if they need it, breathing treatments, and that kind of thing. It's purely supportive at this point.
Princess Cruise Lines tells me in a statement that they expect the quarantine to end on February 19th, and they're closely working alongside the Japan Ministry of Health. Live in the newsroom, Melissa Newman, KSBY News.
All right, Melissa, thank you.